This is Rawr Interviews, and today I'm joined by progressive pop rock talents, Awaken I Am. It's a pleasure to meet you guys.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Hello.
Now, I'm so stoked to join you on what has no doubt been such a busy year for you guys. In one word, how would you describe your 2016 so far?
Insane.
It's a good one.
Stressful.
They two usually go hand in hand, I think.
Yeah, it's good.
This is good.
Very descriptive there.
I like it. So let's talk about 2016. It's a year on from the release of your debut record, Shields and Crowns, which I cannot recommend enough. And you've not long returned from the So What Music Festival in Dallas, Texas. Talk about a milestone. That is such a sick festival.
It was awesome.
So tell me about it. What was the highlight of your American debut?
Personally, for a lot of us growing up, we were really influenced by Under Oath, and they returned with an original lineup. So to not only be able to see them, but play a festival that they're playing was pretty obviously huge for us. But also just meeting people. Americans are really friendly. We made so many friends while they were there, and I think all of us would definitely say on tour, probably one of the best things that we love is just building those relationships and making friends.
Hell yeah. Anyone got something to add?
The food.
Oh.
Besides the music, of course, like the festival's phenomenal, but the
Southern food? How good is it?
It wasn't just the southern food. Like, we went to a smokehouse, which is phenomenal, but the fast food, man, I gained so many kilos from that. Like, went to Whataburger, Taco Bell, and I'm now trying to kick my sugary drinks because I had way too much.
But they just come in like a litre amount free with your meal.
And free refills.
And it's so
Yeah.
cheap over there. Like, I set my friends on fire on this tour. I come here and they're like, dude, stuff is so expensive. A Coke is like $4, whereas over there it'll cost you like $1.
Oh.
It's just crazy.
And of course, in October last year, you toured Japan for the first time. What was the most interesting thing about touring such a bustling country?
That was probably, I could have given music up after that.
That was the pinnacle?
Yeah, I think it was. Like America was cool, but like Japan is just like another world. Like really, really cool.
Yeah, it's such a cool country. For us, the fact that we can fly 8 hours to the other side of the world almost, and we have people that don't even really speak much English, but they knew our lyrics, and to that is kind of like they're lyrics that were made in a bedroom that we never thought that someone across the world would be singing. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, definitely pretty cool. It's really humbling. Like, we're just 4 Australian dudes, so even just like we had people that came up to us that said we drove like 6 hours to come to the show, which like in Australia is pretty unheard of. Although in saying that, in Melbourne on this tour we had a kid that drove 8 hours, so shout out to that guy because that's commitment there.
Shout out to his dad.
Yeah,
His
his
dad
dad
drove
drove
him,
him,
yeah.
which is awesome.
And I was really excited to see that on your return from the US, you headed back to the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really keen to know what we can expect from new music. So what can you tell us?
Not too much yet. Pretty much we just decided because like we've been holding on this album for quite a while. Even though it's been out for a year, that album was written quite a few years ago. So a few of us have are ready to get some new material out. So pretty much we've written 2 songs, recorded 2 new songs. Can't say when it's coming out, stuff like that. We'd rather keep that in suspense.
Okay.
But we promise something really cool really soon. We promise you that.
So when you guys aren't busy making music and, you know, jet setting around the world as you've recently been doing, what do you guys like to do for fun? Tell me something interesting about the guys in your band and feel free to rat on each other.
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe not that interesting.
I think we're all pretty much, when we're not touring and we're not recording, we're at home trying to save and be able to afford life in general. We all obviously have commitments and stuff outside of band, but we're so committed to band that it's a massive juggling act. So we pretty much go home and work. But it's obviously that makes it rewarding when we get to do trips like to America. We get to tour with guys like I said, my friends on Fire in Australia. We work really hard to get those opportunities. So.
Actually, you know what? I think we should admit it. You and me, we are nerds. Yeah, you know what? We do like playing online gaming. I know Luke's more into the PC gaming. I'm a console man. Like, I'm a little bit more into
Which one?
I'm an Xbox One fan.
Okay.
I know if there's PS4 fans out there, I'm really, really sorry, but it's a little better. Delete that, please. Actually, delete that. No. But actually, that's what I do. And I watch a lot of movies.
What's your favourite?
Oh.
How good is Netflix? Changing my world.
Oh.
Favourite movie? Go.
Favorite movie? Fight Club.
Fight Club?
Yeah, classic. Definitely.
Very good.
So I think that's it. That's definitely the cheapest way. Just sit at home and just watch movies and play video games. It's great.
Massive hermits. Pretty much come home from tour and just spend the rest of my life working and Netflixing.
Because like when we come back from tour, we just work hard and try and save up as much money, because being in a band does take a lot of money and a lot of time. So we come back, we work, and for me, like, I'm a dad to 2 awesome little boys, so I just do that and work.
That doesn't sound too bad. That sounds pretty good.
It's pretty awesome. And play footy.
Yep.
Hey, that sounds like a nice work-life balance. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's good. Like, it's definitely difficult at times, but I guess if you're passionate about it, you just find a way to make it work.
That's it. So true. And lastly, where to from here? You've told me about some new music coming out, but what's the vision for Awaken I Am?
Well, we we did 2 tracks when we went back into studio, which wasn't too long ago, and for that we are kind of holding on to them and planning, I guess, a next phase for the band. So we've been pushing the album for about a year now, and it's been really awesome. Like, we have been so blown away with
It's a really good album.
Thank you. But even just how many people went out and picked it up, like, we were able to get out ahead first week out of having the album out. That's good.
Yeah, we were pretty blown away by the response of the album, like getting into the ARIAs chart and stuff like that. And
Hey, that's not easy to do.
no, especially for a DIY, like, unsigned band.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Like, we had a company Shock that did our distribution, but for the most part we pretty much did everything ourselves, which was awesome because we obviously really feel like we've earned kind of what we've got out of it. But for now, we're just really kind of taking the time to make our next step. So we definitely are looking at plans of touring overseas again in the Americans. But besides that, we are kind of writing some new material, and then we don't really have a time frame, but I'm sure you'll see some new tours and maybe some new material come out this year.
So we should just keep, stay posted.
Yeah.
No, stay posted. That's not a bad word.
Go check out Snapchat. Usually there's a lot of new material.
Oh, what's your Snapchat?
Nedrix. If you want an NEDRIXX. It's usually games, my dog, or me trying to write music.
Hey. Well, it was such a pleasure to meet you guys,
Yeah.
and all the best for the writing and the new music coming out. I'll definitely be keeping my eyes out. I was going to say my ears.
Ears
Ears
open.
can be out too.
Ears,
Like,
eyes.
what if we just put something out there that didn't have our name on it, and we just maybe did it that way?
Yeah.
And then your ears would have to be out to
Yeah.
hear it, because you wouldn't know who it was.
Thanks for saving me, man. My name's Briellen. This is Rawr Interviews, and until next time.
Hey, what's up, man? Like, what you doing, dude?